I got 5 screens around me. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Hello.
in.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Akashic Awakening. How are y'all doing today? Can y'all drop me an emoji with what you're feeling right now? I love speaking emojis, the modern language of the soul. Hello, hello. Yay. So many beautiful people up in here. Hi, Brian. Happy Thursday. It's been a week. Hello. Oh, these are some funny emojis. Paige, thank you for your question. So enthusiastic. I will get to you first. Hello.
Brian says hi.
Relaxed as fuck. Good for you. Oh, we got 3 emojis over here. I love it.
Brian Westersauce.
Hi, Brian. Yay. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Hi, Zoe. I'm so excited. This is my favorite way to start the morning. At first I was like, Akashic Records reading in the morning, like, is anyone gonna like this? And then I did it last week and I was like, holy shit, this is literally the best way to wake up in the Akashic field. It's like waking up in heaven. So thank you for joining me. We're gonna go travel to heaven for a little bit. So we'll get started.
These are nice emojis.
So we'll get started in a few minutes here. I just want to allow some divine timers to join. So while we wait, I invite you to just get comfortable. If you want to grab a journal, some pretty profound things tend to come through. Mia just farted. Quite profound. That's what happens. This is when it's real intimacy with your roommates. So if you want to grab a journal and pen, you're welcome to do so. Get in a comfortable position. We're going to start with a guided meditation here in just a little bit. And I'm going to explain a little bit about what the Akashic Records are. So if any of you are unfamiliar with what that is, you can ask me questions and I'll explain as best as I can. And Zoe, ask anything. Yes. Okay, beautiful. Zoe, I will get to you second.
Did you see this question right here?
Yes.
You did.
Paige, get to you first. Zoe, get to you second. There's like 5 screens around me, so I'm going to be like going back and forth in 5D. Yay. The chimes are a little loud. Okay, I'll turn them off. Just wanted to set some ambiance. All right, let's turn off the chimes. Okay, beautiful.
Can it be personal or broad questions?
It can be both. You can ask anything you want. Let's see what comes through. So I'll just start by introducing myself for those of you who don't know me yet. Hi, my name is Petra, Priestess of Play, and I'm offering this as a gift because I love doing it, and it's also a part of these play shops that we're offering here at Mystic Manor, where I am right now. We're a conscious community hub and conscious media production company, and our mission is to elevate the consciousness of the world and really usher in this new paradigm. So there's 16 of us living at Mystic Manor right now, and it's been, oh wow, just an amazing chrysalis. And my personal mission for being here is I know deep in my soul that we can live as our authentic selves and share our soul gifts and be supported in that. And this is kind of an incubator and experiment for that. And it's been really interesting. And I believe this is the only way that the world would really move forward sustainably. Because when we're in line with our truth and we're living in our highest joy, we are feeding our souls. We're feeding ourselves in so many levels that, sickness won't happen. Like depression rates will go down. And we're kind of like a living model and experiment of that. So thank you all for tuning in, joining in. And our motto here at the Mystic Manor is be your magic. So everything that we do is really about just being your magic, owning your magic, discovering your magic, and sharing it with the world. because we're so much more than just muggles who are meant to go to a cubicle every day, right? Like, we all have such a unique soul gift inside of us. And so we're offering these play shops for free twice a day, you know, during this beautiful incubation chrysalis quarantine period, so that you can begin to discover and play with the magic that you have. And you can also ask questions and get guidance so that you can further amplify your magic and be a lighthouse in your life and in your community. So that's why we're here. And a little bit about myself. So my nickname is the Priestess of Play because it's my favorite thing to do. I really believe in creating the most authentic, enjoyable, freedom-driven life possible, because I really feel like we're here to enjoy. We're here to enjoy heaven on earth. We didn't come to the earth to just like work, pay taxes, and die, right? And the joy frequency is so incredibly healing, and one of my missions is to make healing and transformation fun. Like, life is hard enough, and shadow work and healing can be really hard too, but it doesn't have to be. So I love creating spaces where people feel like they can be their authentic selves and let that be the fertile soil for you to bloom, because that's what was given to me, and it changed my life, and that is what I would love to offer all of you. So today we're going to be doing a group Akashic Records reading. And I do a couple different things. So I'm a conscious events producer. I produce retreats. I lead women's circles. And I also do personal healing and coaching. And I work as an intuitive. I just get a lot of downloads and love to reflect back to you, you know, things that may be blind spots for you. One of my favorite things to do is to do higher self reading. So if any of you want a higher self reading, we can also tune into that for you. And Akashic Records is also one of my favorite modalities. And what it is, it's like spiritual Google. It's the library of everything, past, present, future, all possibilities, this lifetime, that lifetime, future lifetimes, because that time isn't linear. And it's a way for us to gain a more holistic perspective on something, a higher perspective. Because us just thinking with our minds, right? The mind can only grasp things that it has already learned. So it's all from the past. And there's so much more going on than what you just see with your eyes, obviously. So tuning into the Akashic Records can help you get a soul perspective. The Akashic Records is the library of the soul. So you can ask questions about this lifetime or maybe even another lifetime and just whatever comes to you. You can ask questions that are general, you know, like what is happening on the earth right now? Or like, what is the meaning of this? Or why is this showing up in my life? And in a group reading, the questions and the answers tend to be more universal. So just trust that even if you're asking something really personal, that's going to serve the collective as well, whoever's tuning into this. Yeah, great. So does anybody have questions about the Akashic Records before we jump in? And I'll just, leave this portal for questions about the records open for about 2 minutes, so you can put it in the chat. Okay, great. We have a couple personal questions over here. Oh, Inner Essence. I'm lighting a candle, getting my lotus pose. So ready for this reading. Beautiful. Great. We have a couple questions here. And if there's any questions about the records, we'll take those now. Oh, my goddess. Yay. Thank you. Okay. It looks like there are no questions about the records. So great. Lots of questions here. Yay. Thanks, guys. Great. So let's start with a guided meditation. So I invite you to find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. And let's take 4 deep centering breaths into our 4 spirits. So the first inhale into your physical body. Just greeting your body hello for those of you just waking up. The second inhale into your emotional body or spirit. Just tuning in with yourself. How am I feeling right now? The third inhale into your mental body and spirit. Clearing your mind. And commanding all parts of your consciousness, all thoughts, all of your energy to be right here, right now, in your body, in this very present moment. Commanding all parts of yourself to be just one place, pulling all your energy into yourself, reclaiming all of your energy into your body. Giving yourself this gift of being fully present, fully here, choosing to fully be here, right here, right now. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for showing up, for gathering in the space, because this is a collective healing. The more people show up, the more people get the transmission, and you guys are lighthouses. 100 monkey effect. So thank you. Just know that by you being here, you're amplifying the energy of this container. Thank you for showing up for this incredible and very important work. And I offer this space for you to receive whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you're needing right now. Know that there is a community around the world tuning in right now, holding the space for you too. Family, we're all in this together. Thank you, thank you, thank you for investing your energy here. And may this ripple effect grow and send ripples of love through the planet. Beautiful. And so I'm going to open the records now. And for the purposes of this group reading, the name of the group will be the Optimistic Soul Tribe. And you can continue to close your eyes if that feels delicious for you. A lot of the transmissions here will be also energetic, so you may feel some things, you may not. Whatever you experience is perfect. Beautiful. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for courage, compassion, and guidance to know the truth as it is revealed for us in our best and highest good and everyone connected to us in the Akashic records. O Holy Spirit of Light, help me to know the Optimistic Soul Tribe in the light of the Akashic records, to see the Optimistic Soul Tribe through the eyes of the Lords of the records, and share the wisdom and compassion and energetic transmissions and healings and empowerment that the records are now open. So the first thing that I'm seeing is as we're traveling into the records, it's like this white shooting light from the earth, and there's this layer of like gray and black that we're like penetrating through, and it's kind of thick and it's kind of gooey, and we're moving through it, and it's a reflection of what's happening right now. It's like we're in that chrysalis phase where it's like we're breaking through the thick of it. There's a lot of shift there to break through, but we're piercing through it. The light is piercing through the darkness, and it can feel like, it just keeps on going. Like, will it ever break? And we're in the middle of that process right now, collectively. Does anybody here feel that way? Does anybody resonate with that in your personal life, where you feel like you're just like, oh my God, I'm just like in the middle of this, like, like I just want to break through, and do I keep on going? Like, is it ever gonna break? Like, am I ever gonna get to the other side? That's what energy is. We're moving through it, and so we're finding our ground, we're finding our strength. We're also in Aries season right now, and Aries is the warrior. Aries is actually the first sign, and it's like it's the infant, it's the child, it's the rebirth, right? And we just had Easter, so we are going through a huge rebirth right now. And one of the gifts that is coming from this period, from this episode right now, is that we are getting really resilient. Personally, for me, I feel like I've been going through boot camp in all the levels, especially spiritually and emotionally. Anybody else feel like it's freaking boot camp right now? Yeah. So it's building our resilience, and everything is a mirror. It's like everything that is coming up in our lives is a mirror back to us of what is happening inside of me. Boom, reflection. How do I want to respond? Right? A lot of us right now are moving out of victim consciousness, because guess what? When you're home alone, there's less people to blame. And it's like, oh fuck, it's me, It's like, if you really take radical responsibility, it all begins with us. Even when we're pissed off at somebody, it's like, okay, well, that's still me, like, where's my realm of power? And so we're living in this incredible reflective time to build our resilience. And our clarity. And it is the time to take radical responsibility for life. It was always the time, but now more than ever before, because we are seeing how codependency, depending on things outside of ourselves, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So if you were depending on alcohol, on bars, on this thing outside of you for your happiness, for your well-being, if you were depending on your work for your sense of worthiness, for feeling safe, for feeling abundant, and now that's on pause, now that's not available to you, you might be feeling uncomfortable. You might be feeling, what the fuck am I doing with my life right now? You might feel like, what am I doing with my time? Maybe you lost your community. Maybe you lost your source of social comfort, and now you're alone at home, and you get to take radical responsibility for your well-being, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And you really get to create that intimacy with yourself.
Everyone's agreeing. Everyone's just like, there's so much chat. Everyone's just like vibing so hard.
Yay. Yeah, guys.
Are you taking questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is just the free flow of what's coming through right now. Cool. Is there anything else? There's a lot of angels and guides up in here. We're being supported more than ever before from the spiritual realm. There's a lot of galactic planetary beings working with us even extra now. So you may be experiencing really intense dreams. You may be experiencing heightened states of awareness. You might be feeling more empathic and sensitive than usual. You may be feeling like you're hearing more things and feeling more things and receiving downloads and information that you usually don't. This is because we're actually receiving more guidance and energy. And also, the etheric field is stronger than ever now because people are actually taking the time to slow down, to meditate more, to tap into their intuition more. And this may even be feeling more apparent to you because you're actually in your own space and in your own energy.
She says, oh, planetary beings are so sexy.
Palladians are pretty hot. Yeah. So this is such a beautiful opportunity for all of us to be tuning into our truths. Whatever language you believe, you know, intuition, higher self, whatever, tune into your truth. There is a voice inside of you, your truth, your heart, that part of you that knows. The mind asks questions. The soul does not. That deep inner knowing inside of you that is infinite and unshakable, that's your soul. And I want all of you to just practice tuning into your soul every single day and be with that place of stillness that just knows, that has no questions, that is chilling like a villain.
The soul always knows.
The soul always knows. Okay, so let's take some of the questions from the mind.
Okay, you were going to do Paige first,
yeah.
right?
So Paige had a question.
This one?
I'd love to know what my energetic block is to receiving at this time.
Also, just real quick, if you guys ask any questions, just stay tuned. We'll answer them, most of them. So just be patient.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah, and if I don't get any of them today, send me a message and we can talk. Great. So Paige's question is, what is my energetic block to receiving at this time? If any of you resonate with this question, can relate to it, drop an emoji. This answer is also for you. Beautiful. So tuning into Paige. So the energetic block to receiving at this time, what I feel is a feeling of fear. Really, it's a fear that you're going to lose it. Right? Because the receiving in itself is joyful. It's glorious. We love to receive. But if you're afraid to lose it, then you're just like, oh shit, do I want this? Right? So really, it's attachment. As Buddha says, the root of all suffering is attachment to desire. So we don't own anything, guys. We don't own anything. We don't even own this body. We're going to leave it. So just remembering that. It's like, yes, things come in cycles. As we all know, there's a birth, there's a life, there's a death. So even anything that you receive, it's not going to be with you forever. And that's just the truth of life. And are you going to let yourself not experience that? So just, be with the reality that, yeah, like, we don't own anything. Nothing is forever. And so, wow, like, we really get to enjoy it while we can. And that's one of the gifts of the quarantine too. Like, sometimes you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? Like, are you missing your friends more? Like, I know that I'm enjoying the beach so much more because there's a part of me that's like, oh my God, like, is there a chance I'm going to lose this freedom to go to the beach? And so every day that I go, I'm just like, oh my God, I love you, beach. Like, I'm so grateful for you, beach. So tune into the gratitude of experiencing it. And we don't really own or have anything. We're literally just experiencing things moment to moment. We are just an experience. Like, you are just an experience. Beautiful. And I'll take my second question from Zoe. Okay. What is in the field about healing the divine feminine at this time? Woo. Love that question, Zoe. Okay. About healing the divine feminine at this time. The first image that's coming to me is an image of the earth, because the earth is Mama Gaia. She is the divine feminine. Whew. Healing the divine feminine. So, the divine feminine energy exists within us all. No matter what your sex is, it exists in men and women and, and whatever orientation that you choose. It's just an energy. It's like the yin and the yang, right? And the divine feminine energy represents motherhood. And that's the first word that's coming to me. It's like tuning into ourselves as the great mother. A lot of healing is actually happening for the divine feminine at this time on the planetary level, starting from the sense that Mother Earth is healing herself. That this is a natural cycle. Every 100 years, a virus has happened, to rebalance the earth. And we've gotten really out of balance. So Mama Gaia is healing herself right now. She's taking rest. She's gotten to this point of just like, okay, kids, enough, right? This just like, okay, like we need to shut the fuck down, go to your room, like stay at home and think about what you did. Is like a part of the Kali Ma goddess energy that's coming right now. There's this like fierce, like, yo, and a lot of women are stepping up in their power, a lot. And what the collective is experiencing right now, I think more than ever before, is just really illuminating how this imbalance of power and the patriarchy and greediness and all this egocentric things, it has turned our planet into a debacle. It's just like things are so out of balance, and feminine leadership is needed more than anything before. And this doesn't mean it's just women's time to lead. Men, please step up too and connect into your inner feminine. It's time for us to all start thinking like mothers of the universe, like mothers of the earth. Whether you have a child or not, we all have that mother energy within us. Tune into that. Care for yourself as if you are your own child. We're really learning to also reparent ourselves. Whatever you didn't get from your mom or your dad or your guardians growing up, you get to give that to yourself. And by doing that, you are ending codependency. And we'll have better relationships, healthier relationships. We'll be better parents in the future if you choose to have a child. And treating the earth like it's your child. This is your home, the grass, the beach, your physical home. Like this whole planet is your home. So tuning into that mother energy. The mother is nurturing. The mother is connected. The mother is unconditionally loving. The mother.
Where did that accent come from?
What?
I said, where did that accent come from?
The mother is, the mother is, I can hate your guts right now. You're being a really annoying kid, but I love you. And I'm here with you. That's the mother. The mother calls each other up. The mother is holding space and just being that fierce, compassionate love. The energy of Kuan Yin is coming to me right now. She is the mother of compassion and fierce compassion. It's not just like letting people walk all over you and just being this like, just like, oh, I'm just love. Yes, and also stand up for what is right. Stand up for love. Speak your voice. Mm-hmm. And tuning into your heart, leading from the heart. That is what we need right now. And so in healing that within ourselves, our feminine side is also our more emotional soft side. So nurturing yourself, right? Reparenting yourself, holding space for that. And all of us can have the opportunity to walk away with incredible emotional and intuitive intelligence. And so we can better hold space for others, because when we're more connected to our hearts, we can hold space for other people to be more connected to their hearts as well.
Luna says, whoa, synchronicity, just tuned in and Kuan Yin is my god.
That's amazing. Beautiful. Great. Let's take another question. Okay. Here, I'll take one from over here. Hillary Cliffwood. I'm taking a huge leap of faith with my career path starting this fall. Is this in alignment with my higher path? Hillary, that's really for you to answer. And so this is a part of this like ending the cycle of codependency, right? Not saying that you're codependent, but it's like, of course it feels really good to get validation.
I'm like reading something on the pattern about codependency right now. And you just said that.
Yeah. So it's totally fine to want affirmation, to want validation, because we're human and it feels good to receive that. And you know what also feels good? trusting yourself and empowering yourself and looking within. So, Hillary, specifically for you, you already know, girl. You already know. And if it feels like your highest path, then go for it. And it's funny because the guys are just like, don't even just trust yourself. You got this. Okay, next.
It's funny. Okay, we got with the feminine energy showing more presence, do you foresee a female leader in the future? From Scarvanny's mom.
Okay. There are a lot of women rising right now because women are going like, fuck this shit, I'm going to use my voice more. So yay. Thank you, women. Let's keep on doing it. Our voices are so powerful and so important. And yes, the rise of feminine leaders more than ever before. And thank you, men, for supporting us. Like, there's been a rise in the support of the divine feminine so much, especially in the last couple years. Yes, feminine leaders. And also, it is up to us to elect those people, to support those people, to continue encouraging each other to use our voices, to continue to use our voice. So yes, there will be more if we continue to support that energy, if we continue to show up in that day by day, moment in moment. It's all a reflection. Any leaders, public figures, they're there because we let that happen, because it's a reflection of the collective. As much as we want to hate on Donald Trump, he is a reflection of the collective. The fact that he got there in the first place is a reflection of what this country values. And it's a lot of shadows, right? It's a lot of things that are triggering us. And it wouldn't trigger you if it wasn't inside of you. You wouldn't be annoyed if there wasn't a part of you that was activated by that. And it's asking to be loved. Donald Trump, one of his greatest gifts to humanity is showing us where we have judgment. And showing us to have more compassion and patience. And also showing us that we have the power. We have the power. That it's not the highest path for us to be just listening blindly to leaders on the stage. Because if anything, he's illuminating to us more and more and more that just because they're on a podium, it doesn't mean they're right. It doesn't mean they're the best. It doesn't mean it's the wisest choice. It's giving us the opportunity to think for ourselves, is this what I believe is true? We learn through contrast. Learning through contrast is incredible.
All right, we got another one.
Wait, I want to take one from the screen.
Oh, got you.
Okay. Hi, Petrina. Yay. I do feel I'm going through a spiritual awakening and it was blissful, but now I'm not sure. Am I in the right path? Girl, I love that question. Okay, I want to ask the collective here. When you went on your spiritual awakening, was it like fun at first? And it's like, oh my God, fairies, rainbows, psychedelic experiences. And then after a while, you're like, oh, fuck. I got a lot of shit. I love that question. So am I on the right path? So I'm just going to say that question one more time because it's really good. I do feel I'm going through a spiritual awakening and it was blissful, but now I'm not sure. Am I on the right path? So let's tune into that. How does this want to be answered?
Everyone's agreeing.
So first of all, I just want to give context. When people use the word wrong, right, it's like you're insinuating that there's a wrong path. And the true nature of reality is things just are, okay? Like when you're in a meditative state and you're just playing observer, things just are. And then we have these beautiful human minds, and we like to make stories and judgments because it helps us have a sense of the world. Like, what is this? So right or wrong doesn't actually exist. Right or wrong is an opinion. And everyone is welcome to their opinion, right? We all have different opinions, and that's beautiful. So are you on the right path? That's really for you to decide, Petrina. And just to speak to the spiritual awakening path, it's not about feeling blissful all the time. It's not like, oh, if I'm not happy, I'm on the wrong path, right? The human experience is full spectrum, and it's not good or bad to be feeling positive or negative emotion. You know, even when people talk about high frequency feelings, low frequency feelings, it doesn't mean that the low frequencies are bad. A low frequency just has a certain effect. So if we really start to take away our judgments and just look at the things for what they are and what they do, it's like, okay, that's what they do. So for example, anger does a certain thing to our body and our energy field. Great, that's what it does. And it doesn't make anger bad. Joy does a certain thing to our bodies and our frequency, and that's just what it does. It doesn't make it bad. You know, an apple is different from a watermelon. Some people like apples, some people like watermelon. Does it make one better than the other? Not really. It's just a preference. And so to speak to the spiritual awakening journey, everyone's is unique, right? And a part of the awakening, it's you're waking up. When you wake up in the morning, yeah, sometimes you're like, fuck yeah, this is the best day ever. And sometimes you're like, oh my God, like I had a nightmare, like I'm feeling stiff. I slept on my pillow wrong. And that's just a part of the experience. And if you're going through a hard time, don't feel discouraged. That's just a part of growth, right? Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Growth happens only outside of your comfort zone. So yes, things will come up, and that's perfect. And a part of the awakening path is you get to learn how to manage that, how to deal with that, and how to love that. And really, all these things that are coming up, the fear, the blame, the guilt, like traumas, they're just asking to be loved. They're just asking to be loved. So just keeping love. Love is the most healing energy, and because we are made of love and love is the universe, it's these things that have just separated or gotten fragmented from love and wanting to return to love. So if you're going through a hard time, just remember, love yourself through it, you know, accept it, love it, just send it love, and just send yourself love. Beautiful. Let's take another question. We have so many.
I have one from over here.
Yeah.
Ramen Shaman asks, I'm from Pleiades. Can you tell me more about that?
Okay. What do you want to know?
Like,
what's the question there?
In general, maybe?
Okay, so Ramen Shaman's question, I'm from the Pleiades. Can you tell me more about that? Wow, we actually have a lot of Pleiadian energy right now. So the Pleiades, it's... Ooh. All right, we're getting a transmission, guys. It's a very advanced star system, and a lot of these Pleiadian beings have been helping humanity and guiding them into a more harmonious way of being that's really progressive. And I don't want to say like better, because even that is a judgment. It's just a different way of being, because their society has established a way of being that it's a lot more connected to the spirit and our intuitive intelligence, and their society is really advanced. So a lot of these things can feel really woo-woo to us, and just like, that doesn't belong here in the 3D world as it currently is now, because this is what's leading us into the progression of it. And a lot of these transmissions are really about remembering unconditional love. And they're these very high frequency transmissions that is raising our vibe. This DNA is not necessarily what is beneficial for us to move forward. Encoded in our DNA is trauma, is belief systems, is stuff that we don't necessarily need. So when we're getting these higher frequency transmissions, what happens if there's a higher frequency, the lower frequency will just naturally fall off. And so when we're getting these transmissions from these beings, it can help us raise our vibration and start to re-encode our DNA to prepare us for this next evolution that we're really stepping into. And it's ushering in the new earth. You know, a lot of star seeds, rainbow children have come in mass quantities, and a part of the exits happening through the planet right now, it's reincarnating into our next generation of humans, and you will see that they are really tapped in. They're like a lot of old souls that have worked through a lot of their karmic cycles, and they're coming in with a lot of clarity. It's like these babies, these children are our teachers, and a lot of them are Palladians. They are Palladian souls coming here onto Earth to be the next leaders and light workers and way showers of this next cycle of human evolution. Okay, great. Let's take another question. Oh my gosh, Bridie, good question.
Our Bridie?
Yeah, our Bridie. What is the highest vision or timeline for the Mystic Manor and for the world after emerging from the chrysalis as a butterfly? Close that door, Mia.
Yeah.
Thank you. What is the highest vision and timeline for the Mystic Manor and for the world after emerging from this chrysalis as a butterfly? Authentic leadership for the Mystic Manor and for the world in this timeline. This is mystic. Authentic leadership is freeing ourselves from being the sheep in the herd. It's really standing and living in our authentic truth and leading from that place. And leading doesn't mean, hey guys, you have to follow me, I'm right. Leading is just like, I'm not going to wait anymore. If I see something that I want to change, if I see something that I want to improve, if I see something that I feel called to give to, I'm not just going to wait around and wait for someone to do it anymore. It's I have the power. I have the power to create change, to create impact, and I'm going to go fucking do it. There's nothing to wait for. The time is now and has always been now, and we are all leaders in our own way. We are not sheep in the herd. It is time for us to unplug from the matrix and start tuning in and standing up for what we believe in and who we are. And yes, that takes courage. And yes, that takes collective support. But when one person shines up in their life, fucking encourage them and know that you can do the same. It is time for us to just stand up for who we are. End of codependency. It's really the end of codependency because we have everything that we need inside of us. We do. We have the answers. And it's just about trusting it. And yes, it could be scary. It could be uncomfortable to take that first and second step. But I promise you, the rewards are incredible because the truth will set you free. The truth will not only set me free, but you free and everyone around you free. It does not serve anyone to hold in your truth any longer. And it's not even about the outcome. It is just about taking that next step. If there is a truth that is bursting out of you, just say it. And maybe that's all it needed to be released, to be acknowledged, to have that energy just be released into the world. And you don't even know what ripple effect that's creating. But it does not serve anyone to suppress and to pretend that you are not powerful. It's the biggest fucking lie. And it's time for us to just reclaim that for ourselves. The power was never outside of us. It's always been in here. Woo! Drop me a power emoji, everybody. Anybody feeling that?
Everyone already is.
Truth.
We got truth. We got eyeball.
So I saw some questions from FYA Tantra back here earlier. Hana!
On this one?
Yeah. How do you just see the questions? Is there a way to do that?
Oh, right.
Oh, that's if they submit it?
Yeah. Let's see.
It was way back up there. We're
Oh,
kind
here
of
we
jumping around in the questions here.
Oh, wait.
Yay, thank you guys so much for all the interaction and questions.
So
I love
much.
this. I'm actually going to check my personal Instagram too and see if there's anything here.
Oh. Was it this one? She said, can we ask Pixie Flo's question? Or was it a different question?
Oh, okay, yeah, we can see. What did she ask? Anything coming in for an Aries during this time that has root chakra issues? Can you close that door?
Yes, I will.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Yeah, there's... Oh, they did it.
Okay, thank you. Oh, the gardener just closed the door. All right, so let's address the question about root chakra issues.
Like, what the fuck with the root chakras, says Hannah.
Anybody feeling root chakra issues? So root chakra has to do with feeling safe. It's the base chakra, right? It is like the base of our existence. Feeling safe in your body, feeling a sense of belonging, feeling grounded, feeling inside your body. So let's see what comes through for that. So the greatest medicine that we can give for our root chakras is being present, being in your body, being inside your actual body. And it is incredible how much time we actually spend outside of it. What does that mean to be outside of your body? Every time that you have a thought that is leaving this very present moment, there goes your attention and consciousness. Now it's outside of your body. It's gone. It's totally somewhere else. It's like, I can be here right now, but if I'm thinking about lunch, if I'm thinking about Hawaii, then there goes my consciousness. I'm no longer in my body. So, guys, be in your body. Be right here. Choose to be one place at a time. Sounds really simple, but is it really hard? Yeah, it can be really hard. So just slowing down. Choosing, commanding. The word command is a spell, and it literally commands things into existence. It's not a request. It's I command this, and it's a very powerful word, and I encourage all of you to use that more in your life. Commanding your attention into your body. Commanding all parts of you. When your thoughts are scattered, you're just kind of like floaty, airy-fairy. You're not in your body. Your root chakra is imbalanced as fuck. If you command your attention right here, right now, in my body, I choose to be here, boom. What do you feel? I just want all of you to do that right now. And you can even say this out loud. I command all my attention into my body right here, right now. What do you feel? You can share that in the comment box. What do you feel when you say that?
Chills.
What do you feel, Mia?
Chills. Like,
yeah, it just,
yeah.
it's here. And all it takes is us commanding our energy. It's our energy. It's our attention. And it can be that easy. It just takes practice.
Amy says, haha, with Andy, I command your attention right now.
I love it. You felt relaxed. Beautiful. Yeah, when I do that, I just feel just like, whew, like, okay, I'm here. Great. Let's take
Deep
another
gravity
question.
to the earth.
Okay.
Safety also chill.
So let's take this question from Liliana Sombra. My heart is hurting. Is there any support that my guides can send me to cope and learn from this experience? Oh, girl, we're going to blast you with some love. All right. So Liliana said, my heart is hurting. Is there any support that my guides can send me to cope and learn from this experience? So we're all the guides for each other. Can we all send Liliana some love? Let's take a deep breath into our heart and send it to her. Love blast. Okay, Liliana, I'm going to tune into your guides as well. So the first thing I'm seeing is an angel. She's in a white robe, and she is holding a candle for you. And she has this very gentle, nurturing, loving energy. And I'm seeing an image of you crying. So you may have been going through a lot of sadness lately. And your angel is coming to you with the candle. And she's just sitting down, and she's just here with you with the candle. And her message to you is, I'm here with you. And it's okay to be here. It's okay to feel these feelings. It's totally okay. And I'm here with you with this candle to remind you that you're not alone. To remind you that there is light, that there is warmth, and that you are being held. That you are being held by your beautiful spirit squad and guides. And that whatever you're feeling too is perfect. It's perfect. There's a lot of beauty in frustration and sadness, and there's gold for you there. So it's perfectly fine whatever you're feeling, and we're here with you, and you can be there as long as you want. There's no rush to get out of it, because what resists persists, and we're here with you. And they're also saying to light a candle for yourself. The energy of fire is very activating and cleansing, and it will actually, the warmth will give you comfort. So they're saying to light a candle for yourself, and if you have candles throughout the room, just give that extra energy of comfort for yourself and treat yourself. Like, hold yourself and just like remember that you are so loved, you're so beautiful, and you're so important. And take this time to really like be patient with yourself and nurture yourself, and all those things that you're feeling like, I wish I had this. This is your opportunity to give that to yourself. And a lot of this is your inner child asking for it. So be that nurturing mom for yourself. You know, be that nurturing guardian angel mom, whatever archetype you want to step into for that little girl. And just hold her and give her a candle and give her some play and give her some joy. And also just like let her have her feelings. Like, just let it out. It's perfect and it's beautiful. Yay. Beautiful. Let's take some more questions. Any more from here? Have we taken any from positive?
Somebody said, I asked a question about owls earlier, but I also I already know the answer.
Of course you know the answer. Okay.
You can choose from one of these.
Okay. So Light Frequency 963 asks, I don't know if you already saw my question, but is the Akashic Records a place we can visit in the dream realm? Absolutely. The Akashic Records is something that everyone here, everyone has access to. So yes, you can access it in the dream realm.
What about this one? This one's good.
How do you know? Okay, so Camino Chikara, cool name. How do you know for certain if you have reached full awakening? Can you absolutely tell? That's a really fun question. Well, I haven't reached it, so. But let me ask the records. That's a really fun multi-layered question. So, first of all, full awakening, that means something unique to everybody, and like, really, what is it for you? And yes, when you reach it, you can tell. And it's so unique for everybody. You know, it's like we can have these different spiritual teachers define it for us. But it's going to be unique for you and what you're really striving for. And yes, it's up for you to decide. And also, it's not necessarily the state that you're always in, that just like, oh my God, like now I'm just fully awakened and I'm, you know, like always in this state. It's a state that we can access, and we can access different states. So it's like, oh wow, I can like be in this state of awakening or bliss or enlightenment and then choose to go to another state. And like now I'm in this state, you know? So it's not this thing of just like, boom, I'm awakened, now I'm just like here forever, right? We can access these states all the time. And, okay, so this is coming through. The state of meditation, of beingness, of oneness, of isness, is what many could consider a full awakening. And anytime you access that state, you're there. And so we have access to these states all the time. And, you know, just again, I'm wanting to reiterate, it doesn't mean that if you're not there, it's bad. You know, it's just like, okay, like what do I want to feel right now? It's just a different state that we have access to, and that may feel really good and supportive for us. Okay. Let's take another question. I think there's one more there.
We have one from where did it go? Oh, here
Amy. Full of Life 11. Is there anything that my highest self is supposed to be doing right now during quarantine for my community, women's group, and help me to... that question got cut off.
Help me to...
Okay. So I'll just ask... I can see the whole question, Amy, but is there anything... So this is for Full of Life 11. Is there anything that my highest self wants me to do along those lines? It's so fun. I love tuning into your energy, Amy. Your higher self is having a party. She has so much energy. the first word coming to me is joy. You have an incredible capacity and gift for joy and awakening that in other people. Oh, survive. Bro, you surviving just fine. What you talking about? Okay, so joy is coming up. It's like the first thing I saw when your higher self, it's like she's like jumping around, just like in so much energy. And that is so healing and uplifting for people because a lot of people are not experiencing that. They're experiencing fear, they're experiencing sadness, and you just being yourself and being in your truth and joy is like one of your highest, just like, holy shit, like you were really gifted with this is such an incredible gift. So just continue sharing that and continue to share your truth. Yeah, like I'm seeing that you've also already stepped up as a leader more and more and more. You're holding space for people and you're just like really sharing your experience. I see you guiding more things and just like helping people get out of their rut. You're really good at that. You're a great listener and you're also really funny and you're just like really great at bringing levity to situations. You're just really great at uplifting people's spirits. It's amazing. And there's a lot of people right now experiencing isolation and loneliness. And so that is definitely a realm where you have such natural gifts in helping people feel included and seen and heard. Like you have such a gift for connecting with literally anybody. You can make anyone your friend. That's amazing. So keep on sharing your light, and it's infectious and it's contagious, and it's like yeah, it's like we go on Facebook and Instagram and there's all these fucking conspiracy theories and just like number of deaths every day, and how refreshing is it to see a smiling face and somebody dancing and doing something fun. So continuing to share that reminder and like whatever is coming from your soul is really amazing. And to continue to laugh at the situations, you know.
Going by so fast.
And then Amy, to answer your question about survival, you're fine. Girl, don't even kid yourself. You're fine. You're always going to be fine. Okay, let's do one more question. Selig.
We got 1 minute left before it cuts off.
Okay, we got 1 minute, so I'm gonna... Great, so thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. So for those of you who I didn't get to, please send us a DM and wherever you're tuning in from, and I will connect with you. So I'm offering this every week, Thursday morning, 8:30 a.m. Please tune in again. Thank you for your patience for those who I couldn't answer. And I also offer private sessions, and I'm happy to do it by donation for everyone who tuned in here today. So send me a message, and I would love to connect with you. And we are here twice a day, 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m., offering different play shops. So please come tune in again. And we have a deeper program. If you want to receive more personal coaching and personal support, visit optimistic.tv. Slash play shops. It's so hard to go into the 3D. I'm like in the Kasha. You do my plugs next time. So thank you again, everybody. Love you all. Mwah.